Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm thrilled you're here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. My Wi-Fi was giving me challenges and fits and starts, so we went to Plan B. Thanks for being here. Anyways, it's Christmas Eve. As you can see, we do not have much snow for Christmas Eve, but the tree is up, which is awesome. And today we're going to be talking about coping skills, my favorite coping skills for dealing with narcissists around the holidays. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Rita Hickman, body-mind expert, shiatsu massage therapist, and I help women deal with narcissistic and toxic relationships so that they can survive and move forward, open up the next chapter of their life, whether they decide to stay, whether they decide to go, whether they're in the middle of going, whether they're trying to sort it all out, it doesn't matter. More than likely, if you're dealing with a narcissist in your life now, you probably had narcissists in your life in the past, or you're going to have to deal with them sometime around the holidays. And many of the traits that you were raised to think were good traits, positive traits, important traits, calm and compassion and flexibility, understanding and femininity and all those things, unfortunately, do not work in your favor when you're dealing with narcissists. And so many times when you have a narcissist in your life and they're coming into your space, their energy is very assertive. It's very aggressive. It's very kind of in your face. It's kind of telling you what to do, how to do it, answer me now, give me this now. It's very, it's high energy. It's not necessarily a relaxed energy. And so counterintuitively, someone asks you a question, answer it. Intuitively, someone gets in your space and you sort of try to smooth things over. That's just sort of who you are. It's the way it is. You just try to diffuse, move on, and keep things calm. Unfortunately, you've probably understood that when you do that, when you engage in that way, it actually makes things longer and more difficult and more. Now, the other side of the coin is the desire or understanding or the push. When someone's coming at you, one of the things you want to do is defend yourself. One of the things you want to do is push back and stand up for yourself and draw a line, and this is the way it's going to be. Now, there's a place for that, but the holidays aren't necessarily it. But there is a place for that for sure. But there's this idea of standing up for yourself means that you have to use things narcissists use. You have to be in somebody's face. You have to be aggressive. You have to look threatening. You have to, be meaner. You might have a hesitation about that because in actuality, when you push like that, a narcissist is a lot meaner than you are. They're a lot more unkind, they're a lot crueler, they're a lot more manipulative and mean. And so even though you think, aha, I'm going to push back, I'm going to defend myself this time, it's not necessarily the best idea because in that reality, you aren't protecting yourself. You really aren't giving yourself what you need. You're walking into a firestorm with somebody who doesn't have any limits. And yes, you're going to end up feeling like you've been steamrollered. You're going to end up feeling like you got knocked on your butt. And that's not the experience you want to have, especially around the holidays. So my favorite tips and my favorite suggestions are this. When a narcissist gets into your space, when they're pushing at you, when they're assertive, when they're aggressive, the best thing to do is to just be quiet. The surprising thing is when you give people a little bit of space to express themselves, when you allow things to unfold a little bit, and you'll notice that they start to go deeper into the conversation because there isn't any place to go. You can say things or do things like, this is not how I want to